When this car showed up here originally, it had everything hard mounted to the old chassis, which made it vibrate a lot. It's kind of a noisy ride. I understand it's convertible, but you don't want to feel every single little bump and shake in the road. So we're putting a new chassis underneath this thing, new suspension, it's got disc brakes, it's going to have a new motor, new drivetrain, all kinds of goodies on the inside. So we decided to use these energy suspension polyurethane bushings underneath the body when we mount it down this time, just to give it a little bit of isolation from the chassis and the road noise. So the first thing I want to do is get the whole car up in the air. I'll go grab the jack stands that I need. And then we'll set it back down on the jack stands. And then I'll actually put the lift disc underneath the body on these little blocks I made. And I've got some rough measurements, and I do have a lot of the spots marked with a scratch awl on the new chassis. So provided all those marks are there, still exist and are good, then I might be able to drill it all out right away. Alright, got the jack stands underneath here. I'm going to lower it down. We'll grab the level, see how close we are. Got a little box of shivs sitting here. Real high-tech stuff, but we'll get this thing sitting level. Dead nuts on that side. Alright, we are perfectly level front to back, left to right, all the way around. Sit down the jack stand. Alright, so provided they don't bang into anything, we should be able to hopefully drill these holes and slap this right back down. Alright, so I just got done double and triple and quadruple checking my measurements, and I'm going to start tightening all these bolts down, see where my gaps look. Everything looks pretty good right now. It's good tight, all my gaps are back right where they were. So I'm going to get this up off the frickin' jack stands, back on the ground, and we can continue on with the interior. Make sure these doors are good and lined up exactly where I want them, because I'm going to start making door panels here shortly. We are going to get the gas tank in today. This is a stock tank that would have been, actually was in this car originally, to try to use it. I've got it mocked in here. Looks like I can get the filler neck to line up correctly. But we do have a new chassis, a new trunk floor, whole different situation going on over here. So originally I was going to try to make the gas tank mount to the chassis so that when we take the body off next time, I can actually get the tank, the lines, brake lines, the exhaust, all of that stuff put in here before we drop the body back on. It looks like that's going to be a little difficult. If I do attach it just to the chassis, it's going to hang down too low. And if I go up anymore, I'm getting too close to where the body's going to go, and it's going to make it difficult to put the body back down. So I am going to trim this. I made a mark here where the tank goes. I'm going to trim this brace out and make it so it's only about 3/8 of an inch thick instead of 1.5 inches. So that'll bring the tank up a little more. And then I made another brace, just bent it up. We'll mount here so that the tank will be nice and level when it's in. And hopefully I can attach the original straps to the chassis here and to the cross member there where the shocks mount. So that's the plan right now. I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out, get this punched and mounted, and test fit it again. Looks like I need a new flat wheel, and I'll clean that up. Over there, got the flat wheel. I'll grab the tape measure. So I'm going to make a little piece and weld it in to clean that up. Alright, brought the tape measure. Looks like we're at about 1.25 inches consistently. So I'll need 1.25 inches. Approximately 24 inches long. Alright, let's just cut that piece. Is this necessary? No, not for the function. But we've all been under the car that looks like somebody hacked out the frickin' hole to make something fit with their teeth. I don't like to have stuff look like that. So at some point in the future, this gas tank will probably come back out and it'll look nice. Close. Now I can do my favorite thing, weld over my head. And that is a beautiful thing. Hat on. backwards you've ever seen over the top. Stallone, I know I'm dating myself, but yeah, funny. Turn it on. It's like a switch. Shut that down for a few minutes. Lick your wounds. Got it's welded up with my hanger for the tank on this side. That's welded up. Our tank on this side, and we'll pretty that up when we have the body off and I can get to it a little bit better. Got this filler neck piece here that we modified to fit the new tank location. So let's go ahead and slap this thing in, see what we get. Alright, well here she is. Got the nutserts put in the back to bolt in the back of the straps. We bent the flange in a little to move the tank back. It's going to be a little tight up here when we have to deal with the suspension and the coilovers come, but I'll have the body off so I can deal with it if I need to do some trimming on that bracket we put in to hold the tank, or what we need to do to get some room around the coilovers. They might just fit, so we'll worry about that when I order those and those show up. Got nice space up in here so we can run some exhaust along the sides because those come out. Oops, sorry about the horrible camera work here. They come out the back right here into the exhaust, so they'll have to run on the side of the tank. Tons of room on this side of the tank, and the coilover, everything's good. And there is our filler neck. That's all trimmed up. Comes around. Fits right into the pocket like it did when it was stock, and that goes up into the body up there and comes up out by the door. So there we go. One more mark, check off the list.